Before you think of doing land banking in Nigeria, pause and watch this video so that you understand what land banking is before you go into it. Because over the years, I've seen a lot of people try to do land banking the wrong way, and at the end of the day, they regret ever buying land or doing land banking. Hello and welcome back to our channel. I'm Jacinta from Browdy Global Limited. So land banking is an investment strategy where you buy land in developing locations and you get to resell those land in the future to make profit. Now, the emphasis is on the future. Now, a lot of people who have gone into land banking think is a get-rich-quick kind of scheme where they have been advertised as, oh, when you buy this land, you can resell. You buy land at 2 million naira, you can resell for 5 million naira in 2 months or in 1 month time. Now, that is not land banking. In fact, real estate investment involves time and patience for you to be appreciated. And that is why it is called appreciation when it comes to land or real estate investment. So when you want to go into land banking, have it in mind that you have to have time and patience before you can be able to do land banking. If not, don't go into land banking at all. Now, this is how land banking actually works. Land banking is where you buy land in a developing location and then you watch that place grow, and you can also do some activities on the land where you maybe fence the land and secure the land to avoid any encroachment, and you watch and allow that land to grow over time. Now, when the place starts developing, that means people are coming into that location. That is when you can now sell your property, right? Because if you buy a land that is in a developing location, but it is not yet developed, and you want to resell it, you may not be able to resell it as quickly as possible. But if you buy it and give it time for people to start looking for the place, for development to start happening on the place, then there is demand. And it is better to sell when there is demand than when there is no demand. If you are trying to sell when there is no demand, then you may be hooked and you will regret why you ever bought a property. And that is why I usually suggest that when you are buying land, have it in mind that you are going in for what? The long term. Don't use your survival money to buy land, right? Always buy land with the goal of building for long term, with the goal of building your financial future, or with the goal of building legacy. So that is how land banking works. So if anybody is telling you, come and buy land today, you will resell tomorrow, it is not possible, except it is in a developed place. So that is why we have two types of land banking. There is long-term land banking and there is short-term land banking. Now, short-term land banking is the type of land banking that you do in already a developed location. Let's take, for instance, where people are already living and somebody offered to sell his plot and you get to buy that plot. Now, because people are already living there, so other people will be looking for plot they are going to build as well in that location. So then you can buy that plot and resell immediately because there is already demand in that developed locations. But in a case that the location is not yet developed, that is when we are now going or talking about long-term land banking. Now, long-term land banking is in a situation that you're buying lands in developing locations, especially those kind of land that sells for as low as 800,000 naira, 1 million naira, 2 million naira, even from some 5 million naira property, and even some 10 million naira property. Most of them are usually in a developing location, which means you need to give it time. You're going to buy those kind of properties for the long-term purpose, because you can't resell those kind of properties immediately. So all you can do is you buy it and hold it. Once development happens in that place, you cannot decide to resell it. Now that you have understood long-term land banking and short-term land banking, you are going to ask yourself the next question, which is, which one am I going to be going for if I want to do land banking right now? So that is where you need to ask yourself, am I doing it for the short term or for the long term? Now, if you're doing for short term, then your budget have to come up, because most of those developed locations requires a lot of money for you to buy them. For as high as 20, 25, 40, 45 million naira, you need to have such amount for you to buy into lands that you can resell for short-term land banking. But if it is for long-term land banking, they are looking for lands in between 1 million naira, 2 million naira, 3 million naira, 5 million naira, even up to 10 million naira. So your budget determines the kind of land banking that you want to go for. Now, another thing you need to note when you want to do land banking is your purpose. Why do I want to go into land banking? Do you want to buy and resell immediately? Then you should choose short-term land banking. But if you're buying for the purpose of, oh, I want to leave something behind for my children, or I want to use it and train my children later in school, or, oh, I want to use it and secure my financial future, then you should look for long-term land banking, right? So you need to understand your purpose, because understanding your purpose will help you to know the kind of land banking that you want to do. Now that you have known what land banking is, the type of land banking, and the purpose of why you should invest in land or buy land or do land banking, now you can make a better decision. Now, we are making this kind of video so that you'll be educated and be informed on what land banking truly is, so that you will not fall into the hands of people that is telling you buy today and resell tomorrow, because most of those land, you can't easily resell them immediately. So know your why, know why you want to do land banking, and know the type of land banking that you can do at the time, and know your budget. With this, you'll be investing in the right way when it comes to land banking right here in Nigeria. Now, if you need guide on how to do land banking the right way, go ahead, call or WhatsApp us on the number showing on your screen today, and we'll guide you.